Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. I was rushing back and everything. I'm like, oh God, I don't have my stuff a bit right. But it is what it is. Happy almost Friday, y'all. Happy almost Friday. I can't wait. I live for the weekend. Like the OJ say. Living for the weekend. Yes, I am living for the weekend. This has been one heck of a week. I guess I'm tired of being tired. So I wanted to get out and talk about what is going on in DC. DC is on my mind. I'm really tripping off the things I'm seeing on social media. It's really shocking, but is it? So that, and we have some sad news about Wendy Williams. We also have the obituary. We got to talk about the messiness. So we're going to get all the political type shit out the way first, and then we're going to get on to the messiness. Because I got some things to say about, God dang, what is his name? Shoot, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Because, honey, that lady must have been going through it. But, honey, I guess I wonder how much, were you really going through it? I mean, that's enough to, make you want to do something to somebody. Like, but we'll get on to that. And then we got a little news out of the Kai Frost T Hood situation. So we'll talk about that. And then some other stuff, honey. Just a whole bunch of other stuff that I done looked on the Instagram and everything else. So let's get started. And let's get the show rolling. So how y'all day is going so far? Honey, I done ate my dinner. I had to run all the way out to the hospital, like 30 minutes away, trying to make it back here on time, doing all that stuff. So here we go. And we're going to start out. We'll talk about some of the things that's going on in Washington, D.C., honey. And I feel like they just have, they're like the modern day, slave catchers, the patty rollers. And I really feel like, okay, they started with the, all the Hispanics first, honey. We always knew we was going to be on the chopping block. We already knew that. But, the way Trump is trying to play it, honey, because if you're black and you live in the hood, and it's mostly men look like that, they're going to start messing with you. And I'm just like, I just ain't here for that. So let me get over here. I hope I saved most of this stuff. We'll see if we did or not. We'll see what I saved and what I did not. So we'll start off with, hold on, because I thought, okay, we're going to start off with Washington, D.C. So because that's been on my mind all day, and I'll let you see some of the scenes that's going on from Washington, D.C. and how these cops are handling it there. It's horrible. So we'll go over there and we'll kind of work our way over to the messiness. But this is messy right here. I feel like it's really messy. So here we go. So what we're looking at is a scene in Washington, D.C. And like they said, this is America, honey. Let's go here. This is not the one I thought I saved, though, but here we go.
Y'all harassing us. Stop spraying them.
Let me start it from the beginning again.
Oh! Don't spray him. Don't spray him. Don't spray him. Oh! Oh! What the fuck? What the? Hey, no white shirt.
So it appears that the police didn't like the guy recording him. He just turned around and went crazy on him. This here is another scene here. It's just ridiculous too.
Hey, bro, drop your jump. Look, drop your jump, bro. Just drop your jump. Drop your jump. Show him. Ain't got nothing.
Bill, don't hurt yourself, Bill. All right.
What's all this for?
How you feeling, man?
What we know?
I feel well. How are you?
Ain't nothing going on right here.
Better than ever, man. Yeah.
Oh, you got your ski mask on?
Nah, don't break it. Open the gate. Don't break it.
Don't break my gate.
Open the gate. Don't break it. Oh, they picked the jump. Stupid ass. That's all they wanted to do. I got my guy.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm just recording for my safety. That's all we doing. We don't want no problem. Look, we don't want no problem.
Oh, got his hand on his foot. You don't want no smoke, Brody.
Oh, what's up?
I'm gonna go watch that.
Yes, he did. You see the bike right there, Bill. Bike right there, Bill. You see the bike, Bill. Come on. You gonna real do up? Come on, bro.
Oh my God, I'm having anxiety. How did my fucking head? I'm not yours.
Y'all gonna pay for that?
That's the motherfucking key. Damn. Y'all want the key? Y'all want the key? Oh, you can pay for that, bitch. Oh, don't bang on my door. Don't bang on my door. Don't bang on my door. Don't bang on my door.
Hey, white shirt, have you?
Yeah, white shirt.
I know this is easy. It's easy. How you bang on the door though?
Why would y'all break the door like that? Damn. What the fuck? We're gonna get another body. 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 Another body. And another body. Another body. I ain't letting go. What the fuck? You gotta get the fuck. Hey, bro.
Okay. All that just to not arrest anyone. You see, there could have been no kind of warrant to come in that lady's house. So it looks like a house. I don't know if it's an apartment house or a house or whatever, but they offered to give him the keys to open the door. But for what? Because these people, they were behind a fence on top of that. I don't understand this because I cannot imagine sitting on my porch or either sitting in my backyard because that's where my privacy fence is, and the police come busting down my shit coming in there. I just don't understand this because it looks like they are out harassing these people. They're not out there trying to, serve and protect. They're out there harassing and bullying and wishing a motherfucker would. That's what they want, because they want some shit to pop off. That's exactly what they want. They want it to pop off. Everybody, you can see on 10. And I even saw earlier today, let me see if I can go over to this page. I saw earlier today where one of the cops just walked up and actually just basically like stop and frisk. He thought the guy had a gun or something on him. I think one person, he actually had a water bottle in his pocket. But for you to just come up and be able to just stop and frisk me because you fucking feel like it, I have not committed a crime or anything. I don't know. It's becoming a bit much. It really is. Let me see if I can find it where the boy was walking. Well, he was a grown man. I ain't gonna say boy. It was a grown man walking. And the cop got out the car and just started fucking harassing him. So let me see here if I can find it. Shoot. Because that was just, I don't know. It was, let's see here if I can, because I just looked at it earlier today. But so, the people in Washington, D.C., I would say the Black people who live in the inner city, Washington, D.C., it's going to be going through it. Because it seems like these cops can do whatever the fuck they want to. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And that's the bad part about it. Everybody's got the cameras rolling. I can't find it just now. I saw it earlier today. I thought I might have liked it, but maybe I didn't. But I don't know. What do y'all think? I always thought it was going to be a way that they try to come after us. But this is blatant. I mean, well, they doing the same shit to everybody else, I guess. So they find a way they can target some Black people, I guess. So, and I even saw one earlier today where the cop came up, and it's basically they're coming where people may be congregating, just talking or whatever. It's broad daylight, and some guys, and it seems like if it's Black men or whatever, they'll come and start messing with them. And it's just like everything that they're doing is just so intentional to start something. They're really trying to start something, do with a purpose. They are wanting, like Cedric Entertainer said, I wish a motherfucker would. That's what they want. They are wanting that. They want to get out there. I don't know, maybe they got a lot of aggression that they need to get off or whatever. Maybe that teapot is about to start screaming. I have no idea, but I just thought, oh, this is nuts. So then I also saw, we'll go over, they had spoke about the guy that was in his car and he got pulled over for whatever, and they bust his window out of whatever. Well, here it goes.
Can you call you super?
It says, y'all, this is from Neighborhood Talk. It says, y'all surprised that the deputy who was caught striking a Florida man during a traffic stop will not be charged. Prosecutors called it tactical. So it says, neighbors, Jacksonville is back in the headlines and folks are heated. Prosecutors just announced they are letting the sheriff's deputy off the hook after he was caught on camera striking the driver during the traffic stop. No charges, nothing. If you recall, back on February 19th, around 4:15 p.m., 22-year-old William McNeil Jr. got pulled over for supposedly driving without headlights because of bad weather. So he didn't have his headlights on. because of bad weather and not wearing a seatbelt. It says McNeil wasn't having it. He kept questioning the stop and refused to step out the car. Body cam and cell phone footage shows deputies punching, and you can hear McNeil telling them he was scared. It says the state attorney's office is calling what looked like a punch to the face a one-time open-handed strike, and claimed it was tactical to get him out of the SUV and show his hands. To get him out of the SUV. Let's look at it. Hold on.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
Stop fighting.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
That was a punch in the face, too. Watch it again.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
Stop fighting.
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
I played it 3 times. That one officer punched him in the chin. But this is all tactical. This is the shit I'm talking about. It's ridiculous, and I just really feel like we done stepped back into the 1950s. I guess this was all about making America great, because we, as a whole, us black folks done got too motherfucking uppity, and they want to take us down a peg of 3. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So he's going to get away with that. So let's go on. I got some more car stuff, honey. I'm just, how you just see stuff and it's really crazy. Oh, but Carlissa has something to chime in. Blueface Mama, she says, they are making this country dangerous because of what if people are start exercising their constitutional right to defend themselves. You only can hit and punch people so much and think it's going to be okay. Because people are just not going to do that unless you just use them as a punching bag and not do anything back. And these young people here, they don't give a doggone, So we're going to do this one here. And this is about a man who was
That's what make a motherfucker
online, live on Facebook, and was taken out. He met the maker. Because somebody wanted his chain, honey. And I'll let you see it.
be wanting to get into it with y'all because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? Hell no.
He was on live. So a man was shot and ended by someone who attempted to rob him out of his chain while he was live on Facebook.
They calling him now, bro.
So his cousin was there. I mean, maybe coming out of wherever they're at. We're not gonna watch all of that.
That's what make a motherfucker be wanting to get it.
But this man lost his life, and you can hear the gunshot on live. And some person, let me see if I can find, had put like, maybe we shouldn't be watching, videos like this because people are becoming desensitized. I know when I grew up, you just didn't hear about people getting shot at like that. No, that didn't start happening until the 90s. But that man was on live talking, and someone actually came onto his car and ended his life. I hope they're able to capture something that they can find out who did that. So then we go from there, since we all about talking about the bullets and all. We got let me see here. Let me go back this way. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Kai Frost and Jay Hood. And it seems like this is coming from the Neighborhood Talk. It says the drama surrounding the death of T. Hood, boyfriend of Kirk Frost's daughter, Kelsey Frost, just got messier. As we told y'all, T. Hood's real name was Tevin Hood, died from, wounds on August the 8th after an alleged dispute outside his home. Kelsey already denied having anything to do with it, calling the rumors weird and sick, while saying she is heartbroken over losing the love of her life. Recently, T. Hood's family posted an alleged recorded phone call they claim is between Kelsey and one of his relatives. In the clip, a woman believed to be Kelsey is heard saying, "I don't condone that shit, brother or not." The family member then says, I don't know how they would let him out when you told them that your brother shot Tevin. The woman alleged to be Kelsey responds, "Exactly." Now, according to Fox 5, police said their investigation reveals that the shooter may have acted in self-defense. According to officials, there was a domestic dispute inside the home involving the woman who was injured during an argument. The shooter allegedly came to the home after the fight began and tried to remove himself from the situation before shots were fired. He remained at the scene and is cooperating with the investigators as a witness. Hold on a second. Let me reread this now. Wait a minute. Because all the stuff we heard that he was hiding, Rashida and Frost came and picked him up. Let me go back and reread this. It says the shooter allegedly came to the home after the fight began and tried to remove himself from the situation before shots were fired. He remained at the scene and is cooperating with investigators as is a witness. Police have not confirmed the authenticity of the recording, and the investigation into Hood's death is still ongoing. I'm up here reading some of these comments. After he get free for self-defense, he should never talk to his sister again. That's right. I don't know if that was actually his sister on the line. This family that said so many things. I understand that they are hurting, But, I can't tell anyone how to grieve or whatever. But I really feel like they're doing a whole lot. Let them tell it that because remember she said, if you said it was self-defense, why didn't you stay? Looks like Kai stayed, or whoever the shooter was stayed and was cooperating with the police. So therefore, he didn't leave. He didn't run. And then the girl who was supposed to have been on the phone with the family members was saying that squad came there and got him. No, I don't believe that. I don't even really believe that that's the girl on the phone with, with their family members. If so, she's dumb. Because let me go back to the story, because I thought it said she was injured. And let's go back and read. Says, okay, according to Fox 5, police says that the investigation reveals that the shooter may have acted in self-defense. According to the officials, there was a domestic dispute inside the home involving a woman who was injured during the argument. So evidently, when the police probably pulled up to the scene, they can see that Kelsey was probably beat up. And so when the brother got there, he said he tried to remove himself, but I'm pretty sure that brother was probably about to get whooped on by T. Hood. Allegedly. These are my thoughts. Then they say T. Hood just was recovering from being shot. He had 3 shot wounds already. A gunshot wound. So I don't know. But I thought to myself, when the sister kept saying, but he's hiding. Rashida and Frost got him hiding. Really? Because they hadn't put out a warrant from because that would be the thing. If there was an active warrant for Kai, then if he didn't ever report, okay, he's hiding. So I don't know. I know this is a very sad situation, but I tell you, we had my husband, he's 55. Honey, he got a bullet in him from when he was 22. All because one girl didn't like my sister-in-law, and they sent a boy over there to shoot her. My husband, he was still living at home. I had just got out of the military, and I sat there the whole evening waiting for him. He was playing basketball, but the girls had been fighting all day. So my husband's aunt, everybody was talking about it. We was all sitting on the porch. But like I tell everybody, I've never heard the Lord speak to me, but he spoke to me that day. And I had been out the military a whole week. And I decided, because my husband just walked up to the house, and, we were still dating at the time. And I said, I had just gotten off work. I said, let me go home and change my clothes, and I didn't live far from them, probably, I don't know, 5 minute or so drive. I went home, took off the work clothes, just threw on something and came back. I came back, it was roped off. The ambulance was there. I'm like, what happened? And my husband had got shot because some 15-year-old boy came down there to try to shoot my sister-in-law. But my husband had noticed this boy kept riding in front of the house, and he asked him who was he looking for. And some words were said, and one of my husband's good friends, when my husband had turned his back, my husband's good friend noticed this boy was pointing it towards his head. So he pushed my husband. And when he pushed my husband out the way, my husband did fall. But the boy stood over him and shot him in his back. All over some bullshit. And this because another girl, like this other dude, and them two was fighting over, the dude going back and forth between the women. I mean, it's to the point, I'm pretty sure it was the same GUN that I had came back from, because they've been fighting for like a year or so. We were going bowling. It was me and my friends, and my sister-in-law came along. And all these girls, they was like standing around, and then one girl said, hey, if they try to jump you talking to my sister-in-law, I said, what are you talking about jumping somebody? Because I don't even know girls, you know. And so we bowled our game. We got ready to leave. There was a car parked in the middle of the street. And it was dark as hell. They parked their car in the middle of the street thinking I was going to stop my car. Honey, I just went right on around and kept it moving. I got to the light. I was stopped at the light. They drove in the oncoming traffic lane and pulled up beside me. And this fat bitch in the car, because she dead today, in the car, pointed, and I'm driving, pointed the gun at me. Now, they don't even know me. Like I said, and this is all over this guy that this girl that the guy is messing with, probably with my sister-in-law and the girl. Because I think they both got babies by him. But, and fast forward that summer, or almost like a year, I don't know, 7-8 months later or whatever, that girl, I believe it was the same gun. I don't know. Because that girl that night, when my sister-in-law, they were fighting with the girls, the heavyset girl had came over there, that's passed away, and pointed that same gun to my husband's aunt. And my husband's aunt, she wasn't that much older than her. I mean, that much older than us. She might have been in her young 30s, maybe 30, 29 or 30. So, honey, she was ready to go. Honey, she said, you pointed at me, B, you best use it. So then they left, but then they sent this young boy over there to do their bidding. All over. This dude. It's going back. They arguing, and it's so funny because my sister-in-law never fought the girl. She had everybody else to fight her, but my sister-in-law never fought the girl. Everybody else was jumping my sister-in-law for this girl, but they never fought. And my husband ended up with a bullet in his bag behind this bull crap. This is craziness because it never was removed. It actually had they said, well, he had no health insurance at the time either, but they said they would have to break his ribs and all those things to try to get to it. So it's just best to leave it in there. And this was back in 1992. And I would say he probably like one of the first people I knew for real that got shot. So that's my little talk on that. So as we see, I guess the police are doing their job, and Kai is not a fugitive. So we go from there. We're going to talk about this situation here. Now, this is a mess.
County authorities, they're announcing a new arrest in what they are calling one of the most gruesome and chilling murders in decades.
The details are tough to hear.
Yeah.
District Attorney Fonnie Willis is preparing to bring murder and human trafficking charges against Angel Thompson. This is over the 2007 death of Nicole Alston. 11 Live's Grace King shares the discovery that led to that arrest.
In 2006, Nicole Alston moved to Georgia with her girlfriend with the promise of a better life.
Nicole was bubbly. She had a smile that was infectious, as I was told when she left as her helpmate, like, oh, I'm going to be all right.
Her mom says that promise couldn't be farther from the truth.
I wish I never let her come to Georgia.
In 2007, authorities found a body chopped into 13 pieces with no head, hands, or feet.
Took a true sociopath to do what happened here.
In 2024, new DNA testing revealed that victim was Nicole Alston. Investigators say Angel Marie Thompson murdered Alston and stole her identity for 8 years.
She legitimately lived as Nicole Alston for that time.
Investigators say Thompson collected nearly $139,000 in government benefits, used her ID to buy cars and rent apartments, and even got arrested and sued in Alston's name.
It's astounding that she was able to do what she did for how long she did it. I've never seen something so calculated and so meticulous before, but she did it very well.
District Attorney Fonnie Willis says what investigators have uncovered so far creates one of the most gruesome cases she's seen, but believes Alton may not have been Thompson's only victim.
If there is anyone that is familiar with this couple at that home and can bring forth information, we would like you to contact the district attorney's office.
In Fulton County, Grace King, 11 Alive News.
Just a horrific case all around. DA Willis says the victim and the suspect lived together at the Genesis Gardens complex. That is now called Palmetto Reserve. Her team wants to talk with anyone who might be familiar with them at that home as they work to bring an indictment in October.
Fulton County authorities, they are announcing a new arrest in what they are calling one of the—
That's crazy. That is so crazy that this woman could take this lady out, cut her body up in pieces. Never could they find the head of the body. And then she goes on to take on her identity. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. And usually, you know, when it's something going on, we always say, what color was it? What color is that? Because we would have never thought. But damn. That is crazy. That is, I mean, so crazy that she was able to live out that, look, from 2007 to now 18 years and use this woman's identity. And I think they got her information. They figured it out because of someone in that girl's family. The girl who was the victim family member did a DNA test maybe for ancestry or something. And that's how they kind of figured out who this person was, because they never had a head or anything. That is craziness. So y'all got to be careful who you become friends with. Because, you know, usually we always think, oh, you be careful about a man. And you got to be careful about women too. Shoot, you just don't know. You know, we see a man doing a live in his car, minding his business, you know, making content. And then you see he get taking the glory right there. And this lady, people are despicable. So we got folks running around here harassing people in the hood. Then you got other people just out here just pounding everybody up. So from here, I'm going to go on over and we're going to talk about this Kelly Clarkson stuff, honey. Because this was just a lot. When I first figured it out, I said, damn, you know, I don't follow Kelly Clarkson like that. I know she's a great singer, has a beautiful voice. I remember when she was on American Idol, you know, so they talked about, let's get here. This is from page 6. And it says Brandon Blackstocks was in a loving relationship with ex-wife Kelly Clarkson, former assistant at the time of his death. So, and they have her listed in his obituary. So let's get going here. It says Brandon Blackstock found a beautiful, loving, romantic partner in his ex-wife Kelly Clarkson's former assistant. Prior to his death, according to the late business manager obituary, Brandon, along with his beautiful and loving partner in life and business, Brittany Marie Jones. Y'all remember that? Brittany Marie Jones started building a life, building companies, and working tirelessly to create Headwaters livestock auction. And what will live on as his legacy. The Valley View Rodeo in Bozeman, Montana. The tribute was, which was published on Tuesday, reads, Blackstock died last Thursday after a private battle with melanoma. He was 48 years old. So there's a picture of him and Kelly Clarkson, honey. Now here is the help. Just the help right here. So he decided because I was hearing things like like how he tried to fight. When they were going through the divorce, I guess he wanted, he wanted so much money and wanted, some of everything, getting this woman a hard time, all for him to mess around with the dang on help. But this is, excuse me, according to Jones' LinkedIn, she served as the original American Idol winner. Okay, we know this. Winner's assistant from 2016 to 2020. Which coincidentally is the same year Clarkson filed for divorce from Blackstock. Their divorce was finalized in 2022 after years of contentious legal proceedings. As a result of their settlement, Clarkson kept their Montana ranch. However, she lived in New York City with the two children, daughter River and son Remington. Blackstock continued to live in Montana, where he went on to establish his Valley View Rodeo with Jones in December of 2024. Damn, let's count the months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. There are 8 months, honey. The complete nature. Oh, shoot. What didn't happen here? Where we go? Somehow I got off it. Okay, it says, here we go. The complete nature of the pair's relationship remains unclear at the time, though Jones appeared to have been previously married to drummer Greg Goose LaPointe. Here's Jones. Look at her. I wonder who sister she gonna be now. Look at them two together. An Instagram point from LaPointe dated in September 11, 2021 showed the couple celebrating the 1 year of marriage with the carousel of photos. They appear to have since called it quits. Page 6 has been unable to independently confirm the details of LaPointe's breakup with Jones. Maybe because she was messing around with Kelly's husband, honey. Allegedly. However, we can report that LaPointe has since moved on with another woman named Erica Vanessa. Okay, I don't gotta read all this shit. Okay, maybe I should. Still, Jones' father posted a Facebook tribute to Blackstock following his death last week, calling him his daughter's soulmate. Yesterday, we lost a good man, Brandon Blackstock, my daughter's soulmate, and I considered him my son, he wrote. I wonder why they didn't get married. You think because maybe he was getting spousal support? My sincere condolences to Brittany Jones and family. We sure are going to miss your funny humor. R.A.P. Hoss. Page 6 has reached out to the reps of Clarkson, Blackstock, and Jones, but did not immediately receive any response. While Blackstock may have moved on after his split from the stronger hitmaker, Clarkson, 43, was still there to care for him in the months leading up to his tragic passing. I wonder if she was taking care of him like that lady was taking care of Charles in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Let him blow bubbles in the tub. As we previously reported, the songstress took a hiatus from her talk show in February and March, and turned to Blackstock, and most recently canceled a number of her Las Vegas residency shows for the second time just before his death. Kelly was a good woman, honey. How come the soulmate went over there taking care of him? Tell me why. Why wasn't the soulmate over there taking care of the soulmate? I'd be damned if I do some shit like that. You done went on and started dealing with the help. Somebody who his wife hired. Doesn't sound familiar? Then that what Tiny said to T.I. You started messing around with the girl. Ah! Kelly Clarkson hired her. That was her help. And you just, but you know what? That always kind of happened because people, remember they used to have like those little shows where the women, they have a babysitter, usually a teenage babysitter or something. And the babysitter and the husband end up getting it on. So when I was looking through here, I found somebody talking about it. And I thought, oh my goodness. Because, you know, that was very uncalled for. I mean, how in the world could you do your wife like that? Let me see if I can find it. Because I thought it was good. If I can. Here we go. Let me see.
Ann Clarkson, the woman that you are. Because had it been me, my God, today, I would have left that man on the side of the road, corpse and all. As a matter of a fact, I would have had one of them companies turn him to a tree, and then I would have put it on a separate piece of land and put a fence around that land and hired someone to tend that land. And I would have bought a pack of dogs, and I would have put food around that tree to where those dogs, 15, 20, maybe 50 of them hoes, pissed on that tree every fucking day until one day I decided to smite the earth of that land, because it's being reported that this man who allegedly stole this lady's money, fought her for more money and homes, and, you know, just was a plague to this lady's life. Then, and I don't know if this is in the obituary or what, obituaries are a messy circumstance, but the lady's name, Brittany Marie Jones, who was Kelly Clarkson's assistant.
Assistant, y'all. Assistant.
Yeah. Hold on, wait a minute, bitch. What is Kelly's sign? Kelly is a Taurus. I gotta sit with that one. I haven't dated many Tauruses. I have friends who are Tauruses. They do have a strong, once I'm over it spirit. But bitch, it ain't that much I'm over it in the world. But that being said, yeah, bitch. My God. And to Miss Brittany Marie, I hope every strand of hair you have on your head becomes matted. I don't want to fall out. I want your whole head to be a wick. You have played in the face of our Kelly Clarkson. Huh?
Laid all in the face.
And that's the other thing, bitch. I would have 100 dogs pissing on that tree, and I would have that motherfucker who I paid, and I would probably have 3 people, you know, to make sure that I was investing in them and paying them appropriately. I would have the people who were tending to the lands to play my music 24/7 going into that tree. And when it's time for the dogs to shit and piss on top of his tree, I would want you to play a moment like this. Huh? Because everything changes, but beauty remains. Boy, Kelly Brienne Clark.
He said everything changes, but beauty remains, honey. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with Kelly Clarkson's music. You know, I know the girl can sing, honey. She can throw down. I love her singing. I'm not too familiar with all of her songs. So, but I thought, you know, Kelly Clarkson seemed like the good old country girl. You know, she had picked, you know, most women, we pick up weight, you know, when we get married and we get real comfortable, whatever. But the woman, you gonna mess around with the help, the bitch I'm paying? Then we go through our divorce and you want to, you know, take my money and you was already stealing my money? Look at God. What's going on now? Look at God. That's all I got to say. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Him and her started that business what they were in December. It's August. August, honey. I think that maybe they thought that it was gonna ride off in the sunset with Miss Kelly's money, honey. They'll ride off in the sunset with Miss Kelly's money. No, baby. No, baby. I don't know if I'm getting bad signal here or not, but no, baby, honey. So, but yeah, that's one. And let's see what other mess we can find and stir up. Because we done found some little messy mess. And we have, I thought this was funny, but I think I'm going to wait to the end. We're going to do Wendy Williams. And we're going to talk about her situation. You know, they had did an extensive test on her. But, you know, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to tell you what was said by her attorneys after the fact. Now, I don't know where I saw that, but I did see it. I think it might have been on TMZ. I believe it was TMZ, but I ain't got time to look it up. But anyways, let me make it so you guys can see it. It says, here we go again. Wendy Williams. Hold on. Wendy's attorney claims that, okay, let me go back. This is Wendy Williams' attorney saying this. Okay, let's start with the premise that the information was leaked out about Wendy Williams' test results. And they were saying that she was still diagnosed with dementia and that she would still have to have a conservator, right? So here, this is where Wendy Williams' attorney busts out and says, wait a minute. He said, here we go again. Wendy Williams' attorney, Joe Tapcopina, says the recent leaked medical report of Wendy Williams' diagnosis are fake and were concocted to keep Wendy trapped under her restrictive and excessive guardianship. He went on to claim that the leaking of this alleged diagnosis is a clear violation of Wendy's rights. Because, you know, we know about the HIPAA law, don't we? It says the critical questions are, where is the actual medical report supporting this leak? And who is the doctor willing to go under the oath and face cross-examination by me so the truth can be exposed? Her attorney said in a statement to TMZ, if you recall, it's been determined that Wendy will not be let out of her guardianship following the alleged rediagnosis. Her guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, asked the judge if she could retain guardianship to at least November the 5th. According to TMZ, Morrissey declined to comment on the alleged fake medical information being leaked. What's y'all thoughts, honey? And why does she need to still be her guardian until November? What y'all got? What you got cooked over here? Because you know she's filing a lawsuit against Lifetime, I believe, whatever network is considered, but not Lifetime, on behalf of Wendy. So we know that all these paperwork that have to be done by an attorney, this is coming out of Wendy's money. Because let's keep this real. If Wendy Williams was some strung out crackhead with dementia or schizophrenic or whatever, they wouldn't give two fucks that she was homeless or what. But this woman got a whole lot of money because they said in 2021, the woman had over $57 million. So I don't know how much money they're taking of this lady's, allegedly. But what you need to be her guardian until November 5th for? Let me see what's on this next page. Okay, this is the first thing that came out. It said Wendy Williams will reportedly stay in guardianship following the recent medical exam that re-diagnosed her with dementia. And I never understood the whole thing. Just because you have dementia, why do you need a guardian? She has family. I'm dealing with my dad in this situation, really. You know, his short-term memory is not good at all. And when I seen her talking about things, we can tell Wendy is not where she was, but god dang, she don't need to be locked away. And the only reason why they're being so strict on her is because they are doing something nefarious with that money. And that's what's going on. I don't know if my internet, I don't know if the internet is not that good right here. But yeah, that's that with Miss Wendy Williams. So I want to know who got out there and decided, okay, we're going to put out this fake report so we can make Wendy still be in her conservatorship or guardianship or whatever. If you ever get a chance, watch the movie. I think it's on Netflix. And I think it's called I Care a Lot or I Care. It is about basically a conservatorship, how these people, if it was the doctor, the attorney, and like social service, like these people were all in cahoots. And what the doctor would do is find like whoever the patients were. If he figured they didn't have family around and they had a lot of money, well, what would happen, these attorneys would step in, they were working together, and they'll make like they deemed them incompetent to take care of their own business. And next thing you know, these people don't even know nothing is going on. All of a sudden, they get moved out the house. They didn't took the house up from them and put them in a nursing home. But they did it to this lady, and it turns out because the money she had was the money from her son's illegal activity. He was like in some kind of mafia or something. It was a good movie. But yeah, you know, when they put the people in the nursing home, they would have them sedated. So they couldn't really, you know, so they would always seem like they had something going on, you know, with the memory, or they have dementia or whatever. So let's keep Wendy in our prayer. And let's say free Wendy Williams, honey. So I've been on here about almost an hour. We're going to go over here. And I thought some things was kind of funny a little bit. Since we're dealing with people kind of with dementia a little bit, or older people, we're going to do this right here. So it says she asked Mr. Russell what he wanted to do for his 93rd birthday.
Me what in secret? It's your birthday. What you want to tell me? What you want to tell me?
I don't want to tell you. I want to ask you something.
What you want to ask me?
Oh, no, you going to say no.
It's your birthday. Who knows? Today is your 93rd birthday. Right? It's your birthday?
I don't know.
Yes. You're 93 today.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So what you want to do for your birthday? Mr. Russell, be nice. Be good.
I'm being good. You asked me a question and I answered.
You want me to take you to the club again?
No, I want to take you.
Take you where? Take you where?
No, I can't tell you.
Why?
Because you ain't going to do it.
I got you a cake.
I don't want no cake.
I mean, what in secret? It's your birthday. What you want to tell me?
He said he don't want no cake.
What you want to tell me?
He want them cakes. He said, I don't know about my birthday, but he wants something sweet, and he don't want no sugar, honey. He want her cakes. So yeah, that concludes my show tonight. Okay, did I get everybody I want to talk about? If not, I don't know. We work on it later. I think I want to try to do a walk before it gets dark. Might try to walk, get some of this fat off. My birthday coming up on Beyonce Day. Look, on B Day. I'm going to say A Day. Angela Day. So I'll be 53 in September. So these pounds is just killing me. So I'm trying to get some of this weight off. But hopefully I can catch up on these reviews, but it's easier for me to do this than trying to sit down and watch 4 hours worth of TV. But I thank you guys for tuning in. And if you catch it on a replay, please drop down and put some comments, like, share, subscribe. Help your girl get the algorithm going. I know ever since I went to Vegas, it seems like I'm not in the algorithm anymore. So help a girl out. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. You guys have a great evening. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with some shit to talk about. Good night.